Welcome, Team Brynteson. Hey, fired up. Pray you're having a blessed, fantastic day. This is the Monday night team call training Zoom for the Brynteson team, and we want to welcome each one of you. We're Steve and Gina Merritt. We are actually in Heber City, Utah. We normally live in West Palm Beach, but we are blessed and honored to be on this Zoom. So we want to welcome every single person. It's going to be a fantastic training, guys. Steve, welcome him in. Yeah.
All right, guys. Again, we can't wait to host every one of you as you hit 2-star executive and you get to come to the corporate headquarters with the corporate team to get everyone to come to our house when you come as a 2-star executive, which is only 100,000 points. Now, again, that might seem a lot to some of you, but how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time.
That's right.
Don't try to complicate it. All we're going to do is start making things happen in a big way. And again, when you're on our team, we're here to help and bless anyone. Anyone's got questions. You're only one person away from finding a Cindy and Jen Brynteson, from finding a Steve and Gina Merritt. You don't know. We're all out there. We were praying for over a year for one of you to contact us. So if you would have been in LifeWave, you'd be our sponsor, if you think about it. You know, how many more? There can't be only one Steve and Gina out there, a guy that never went to school. Well, I went, but I never listened. I don't know how to spell. We just got told at the event we were at this weekend that I spelled Houston wrong. And they all said, please leave it, because then we know Steve did the slides. But I'm not trying to come at you and say, hey, I'm somebody. God used me to start winning. And I'm not going to talk about Gina because she is the brain. She is got the confidence. She's got the training, the education. But by all means, it's your moment. It's your time if you decide to make it happen. We have never seen a product like the X39 ever in our industry, ever. It's the most superior product. Why? Because David Schmidt has been working on it since the 1990s. You got to keep telling that story. I say the same story every day, every night to everybody that we meet and talk to, and we have fun doing it. And I talk like it's the first time. Whenever anyone talks to Gina and I, it's like, it sounds like you just got started. That's what we do. We just keep telling people we're launching this technology and we're starting right now with every single one of you. So if you're brand new today, first time getting on, which I pray we got a bunch of brand new folks on here, welcome. We're excited to have you on the team. And again, we are just getting started. We've been in for over 3 years, going on 3.5 years, but we feel like we signed up just now in the business. And with all the exciting things that are happening, we're even more fired up about what's going on. I wanted to just address one thing. Some of you might have heard that Meredith Burkich resigned. But she resigned from working at LifeWave. She found her dream job. So how can you hold back from somebody that found a dream job? She's, from what we've heard, we don't have any official news, but she's moving on to direct selling news, which is Stuart Johnson. It's like a company that works on bettering direct sales.
That's right.
So it's exciting. Somebody can live their life. We gave her a call. We told her, hey, we're so excited for you. We are so blessed to have you in our lives and helping us get things rolling and set in LifeWave. But she is the 4th president that we've had since we started in LifeWave. So it's part of corporate. They like moving on and shifting and moving, I guess. But we've got one owner.
I was kind of thinking about when I worked at Delta Airlines, I was trying to remember in my 25 years how many CEOs that I had, because that's like a president at a big corporation like that. I can't remember how many, but they came and they went. But you know what? It doesn't affect anything we're doing. We are work. And I'm telling you what, it is the biggest blessing what we have our hands on. And as we had a call today with David Schmidt, I remember Steve saying to him, David, we prayed for this. We prayed for this for 1 year. We got your back. We're all in. And we are so flat fired up about what the rest of the year, the next 6 months, the next 12 months, I have installed for each one of you. And listen, we will run circles around you. If you look at our schedule and where we're going and what we're doing, that should show you enough the confidence that, hey, You better get yourself all in.
Yeah. It's up to you where you want to go with the business. And again, there's a timing. There's a timing to run with the upline, and now's the time. We're making it happen. We love every single one of you, and we want this for you. I see Hayden is on here, one of my best buddies, and this is what we're doing. We are out there making it happen, running hard. And Hayden, he's probably looking at me. Look at this, old fart running like the young ones.
Young dude.
So I don't know where you're at, but if you want to know why we're more fired up than we were when we signed up in LifeWave, we've been to Portugal at our first tour stop. Then we went to Orlando. Then we went to St. Louis. Then we went to Dallas. We're more fired up after this past weekend in Dallas. The tour stop had over 575 people there. Everyone more fired up than the next. They had to take out the tables and just put chairs in because I asked them, please give us more seats. We got hungry people that want this opportunity. So I pray that you're getting to one of our business building seminars or our tour stops that we're doing with the corporate team coming up. We got one that we just got added. It's going to be in California.
Yes.
We're going to be in Munich, Germany with the corporate team and David Schmidt. So we're combining some of them together and some of them we're doing with this as a team. But we're going to be in Atlanta this weekend. And I pray.
Yes, hot Atlanta.
You really can't afford to not get around the energy, the excitement, and look in the people's eyes that are around what's happening.
Yes.
So I want to make sure that you understand how important it is to get to one of these BBSs. Yes, we have Unstoppable coming in August, but who wants to wait to get around the energy and the excitement and what is happening? The people that are attending are leaving these events with confidence, with not only with belief, but also with the know-how and the knowledge and what they got their hands on. So it's only $25. If you got to get an airline ticket, it's cheaper than college. I never went, but I know it is. And you get one night hotel room in Atlanta where we're going to be. And Atlanta it's hot Atlanta. It's in the middle of the United States. It's got to be one of the easiest places to get to. So join us there, 12 to 5, coming up this Saturday. I don't even know the date. I think it's somebody put in the chat, but I think it's the 25th or something of March, whatever March this Saturday is. We're going to be there, and it's going to be incredible what we got our hands on. But at least we wanted to get you that information so that you can have confidence that that's what people can do in this industry. The 25th, right? I got it right. April 25th is going to be Saturday. So again,
if there's any new people on here tonight, this is what we're going to be talking about. This is the X39. We're not going to go into actually an opportunity. I think Steve's going to do a training, but this is what it looks like, this tiny little patch. Just real quickly, we have a team Zoom at 8 p.m. Eastern time and also 10 p.m. Eastern time that we highly encourage you to go on. If you haven't seen what we are doing and the opportunity and what all this tiny little X39 patch involves with. So listen, this is amazing. You can put this literally anywhere on your body. I'm going to put it right here. This is where it is. You wear it for a total of 12 hours. Everybody's body's different. Everybody's body responds different. So be patient, persistent, and consistent in wearing this tiny little patch. The best way to do it is to get yourself enrolled. And as they're going to explain tonight on the opportunity, it's going to be amazing. It's Z Kendrick. He is one of my dear friends.
Wow.
And he's going to be doing the presentation at 8 and at 10. And I'm telling you what, he's going to rock it. He will get all your people in. I would encourage you to text people. It's the same Zoom link that we always use, the same passcode 39. It is not the Brynteson link. Lynn, maybe you could put the team Zoom link in the chat so they know it. And it's 39 because we don't have my daughter Mia working here tonight with us. So if you put that Zoom link in there at 8 and 10 p.m. Eastern time, he's going to be showing the opportunity. I highly encourage you to get on. It's like about a 30-minute overview, and it's amazing what you're going to see on the technology, this amazing technology that we have with this tiny little patch X39 and the opportunity that is involved. So it's incredible what we got our hands on.
Okay, so timing. The key is right now. The timing could not be better. Why? Because what we just saw in Texas, I try to tell everyone, if there's this many people excited, there's this many more. It's no different than on tonight's Zoom. If there's this many people excited, there's this many more. So your goal is to get out there and talk to as many people that you set a goal for to talk to every day, and don't put your head on the pillow until you do it. Now, maybe some of you are used to a job. Well, you got to start learning that entrepreneurial spirit because you want to get this duplication concept down. This is why we're teaching this, because we really believe that not only in our generation, because people, they don't have a lot of time. People that are more mature, we got to get this thing done.
Let's go.
People that are younger, so I'm talking to Hayden, right? They got to take advantage of this duplication concept, because you can't make a living and really have a life the way your grandfather worked, by the hour, or punching in the clock, or even showing up for your own business or your farm, because there's just not enough hours in a day. There's not enough of you to make enough money. So you got to figure out how this duplication concept works. And I don't care if it takes you 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years. You got to get this down so you understand how this works. But the great thing is it's a matter of you just saying hi to people, talking to people. Don't make it complicated.
That's right.
Gina's amazing at starting a conversation. I'm not, but I know one thing: I can't get closer to where I want to go with my business or my dreams without saying hi to somebody. Start with hi.
Yeah.
And if they say hi back, well, then you maybe got a chance that they might be in business. Don't underestimate your phone. I feel like too many people move past their own contacts way too soon, even when they say no. After tonight, you should be calling back and say, hey, Bob, this is Steve. I am so sorry. I totally messed up. I had no idea what I had my hands on. And he's going to say, what? We got to meet, or sit him down and put him on a Zoom like this, or get him over to your house. Somehow start making this happen for you. You need to do a home meeting, at least one, to get going as fast as you can, and do at least 3 to 4 of them at your house. I don't care if you've already had them. Just start doing it again. I don't care if you've been in the business and you haven't been doing it. You're relaunching your business. You don't have to apologize. You just say, hey, look, I had no idea what I had my hands on. I want to apologize, but I figured it out tonight. This is too big to pass up.
That's right.
So you just be real with people. Authenticity is what we learned in Dallas this weekend. It's not about trying to be somebody you're not. You just tell them the real story, but this is what's going on, and we are launching this business. So to this day, Gina and I have been in for 3.5 years, and we're launching our LifeWave business and launching the X39. We never move focus. We never talk about another patch. We never say anything. Even when somebody was like, people that can't wait to share another patch because somebody has a sore shoulder. The X39 took my shoulder discomfort away. So why are you looking for something else? Just use the X39 and get moving. Because why, you say? Because it's a known fact in network marketing. Hayden will back me up on this, that people only spend so much money a month. So the $99 for you and the $99 for your spouse is about what they spend, a couple $100 a month to grow their networking business. Now, as you succeed, as you move through the ranks, you want to get the water machine. You want to get some other, whatever products we have in our tools box, but you stay focused on the X39 to make it happen. Now, David Schmidt is pulling out all the stops. He just enhanced the program not long ago, about maybe a month ago, and added more percentages to the plan. Their plan is, as long as all of us keep building and making it happen, and we're having record weeks, all right, that he's going to take and keep that in the plan. No guarantee on that, but that's what they're proposed to do. So, but it's all up to us if we want to take advantage of that. Now he's put together a promotion that I've never, ever seen in network marketing. I've never seen one this incredible for the team, the field, those that are new, and those of you that are in the business. So I'm going to go through that tonight, but I just want you to know that the heart of David is incredible. I mean, they launched the water machines. So again, I don't know how many people on your team took the water machines, but you want to know the concept and the heart of the owner, okay? They mistakenly gave everybody 2,000 points instead of 500 points for the water machine that you pay for, okay? They were supposed to give 500, and then within the 7 days, they were going to give you another 1,500 points, a total of 2,000. So they made a mistake. They gave all the 2,000. So the corporate team is trying to figure out how to get the points back. David says, hey, don't take the points back. Give them the points.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, 7 days later, give them those 1,500 points as well. So 3,500 points, for every water machine that moves in the business. Now, I'm not a promoter of the water machine, and you can't even sell it to customers, but anything David invents is powerful, is the real deal. Okay. So I suggest anybody in the business that can afford it.
Well, you probably weren't promoting it that much because we just got ours.
We just got ours
like 3 days ago.
And you can see we've even got more energy than we did last week because we've been drinking the water. So I'm just telling you, when you're around positive people that are going somewhere,
absolutely.
Okay, the culture. I did a Zoom early this morning for another team, just like I'm doing this for the Brynteson team. And we were just talking about the energy and the camaraderie and the encouragement, the atmosphere and the community feeling that we had as we left this Dallas event is just like I had the week before in St. Louis and the week before in Orlando and the week before in Portugal. So I'd encourage you to duplicate what we're doing in your own hometown.
Yeah.
So you do Zooms and you do home launch events and you start in your own house. You need to do 3 to 4 of them. Then you're looking to see, do I have a Lynn and Guy, or do I have somebody else that's, fired up? Do I have a Hayden and Genevieve that's leaning forward? Do I have a Kim? Do I have a Joyce leaning forward?
Yeah.
Paul and Linda are on here, okay? So if I see Linda leaning forward, I'm going to say, Linda, let's do one of these at your house, okay? And you take responsibility and do at least one a week. Get out of your house once a week, okay? Like I've been telling people around the country, stop watching Netflix, TV, or scrolling through the internet and do a home meeting every week, at least one. You're going to have a business and you're going to have a lot of friends. But if you don't do that, you're going to have no business and no friends. So just start the process of doing this and then do Zooms. So not only am I going to do my own home get together, I'm going to do Zoom. Why? Because I knew somebody in Australia, my friend Mario, and because I reached out to him on the phone, actually through WhatsApp, because that's how they do international. You start learning these things when you start building international teams. And then he signed up a couple other people. And next thing you know it, I'm doing Zooms for him because I couldn't do a home meeting for him. I haven't even been to Australia, and they're the #1 momentum country in all of Asia. So they do 4 times more volume than Korea, the #1 network marketing country in all the world, because they plug into This Is It system, training. That's all we do, which is very simple. What is interesting, though, you see, that's why you do a Zoom. The Zoom takes you to all over the country and around the world, but then you don't want to lose your own hometown. You start building it in your own hometown so you're ready that when Mario says, hey, can you come to Australia? I've done enough meetings in my own hometown that I know how to present when I get there.
Yes.
So you go to This Is It team, download the presentation, and start doing it. Even if you got to practice on your kids or your pets for a couple times, you just go. You do it. The more nervous you are, the more people feel you're excited and they sign up. And the less you know, the better. So if you're brand new, you don't need to know much. You just need to start. And you always point to This Is It info. Then you say they have a tough question. You say, hey, you know what? I really appreciate that question. I'm going to get with Paul and Linda. They know the answer to that question. All right. And sometimes it goes all the way up to me. And I might say, hey, Paul and Linda, I'm sorry, but I don't know the answer to that question. But you know what the good news is? I got to the top rank and I don't know the answer to the question. So take a little pressure off yourself. You don't need to know the answer to all these questions.
I love it.
But your moment is right now.
That's right.
You've got to decide. There's too much on the line right now. We didn't know this when we started, but now we know. So I pray that you really are seriously got a dream that's going to be motivated. The dream's got to be big enough to motivate you. All right. I mean, I got a dream to help every single one of you make this happen. That's why I'm on here. I mean, I can't do every single thing for you to hold your hand. Everybody's in their own business. But I mean, come on. If I can do it, all right, I'm an example. God's just put me out there and said, hey, because Steve can do it, it's an example that everyone else should be inspired. You should be inspired that you could do it. So
you got me encouraging you the whole way, so that helps. You know what? As he's pulling up his slides, guys, I was going to talk on follow-ups. You got to really identify your weakness. My weakness is follow-ups. Oh, I am not, it's such my weakness. So I really have said, you know what? This is a new day. I'm getting myself a tablet. Every time I meet someone, I'm putting their name, their phone number, their number, because I forget in my phone, it just gets all lost. And I'm like, man, I got so many contacts. I can talk to so many people. So as we were following up today, we had gotten physicals done. And we talked to this doctor and he said, oh my gosh, I spent $350 on this office, 350,000, sorry, on this office. I wish I would have known. People have been telling me about the patches, but they never told me there was an opportunity. So as I share about the opportunity, and I said, wait, my husband's here. He's a retired pro water skier. Oh, I love to water ski. So Steve and him hit it off. And so today, as I'm following up, he said he was going to call us back and he hadn't. So I follow up with him. I'm calling him back to follow up. I said, you know what? Today's the new day for me. I am going to be a sponsoring machine because I know my weakness. I've identified it. It's follow up. So now I got a whole game plan. As we follow up with him, he says, Gina, I am so sorry. By the way, he goes, how's Steve? And I said, he's great. He said, I'm so sorry that I haven't gotten back with you. We've kind of had some things going on in our life. They're pretty big deals. Our son, his name is Christian. He's 4 years old. He was diagnosed with an inoperable brain tumor. And this weekend, we're going to Disneyland, not Disney World. He lives in West Palm Beach. And he said that he has his Make-A-Wish. And I said, listen, I am so sorry. You know our numbers. You need anything? And he goes, you know what I need? I need prayer. I said, that we can deliver that. We got that. So you know what? You just don't realize what people are going through and their situations and their bumps in the roads. And that's a big bump in the road to me. That's awful. But you know what? He goes, Gina, we are so good. We're Christians. We know what we know exactly where he's going, what we're doing. And we are just enjoying every moment that we have with him. But listen, figure out what your weakness is. Like I just said to you, I got several weaknesses, but one in the business is follow up. And I really feel like when you identify that, if your weakness is following up, you got to figure out what are you lacking on. Like I got a notebook. I'm writing down everyone's name. I'm writing what I know about them, when I talk to them, when I follow up, because that's my weakness. And I know that I can perfect it and sponsor more to help more people out there. It's going to be incredible. It's a game changer, literally, when you figure out what your weakness is.
You know, I did design a tool for that. It's called the Pro Tracker. It's actually on thisisitteam.com. So I should have got her to download that tool a couple years ago.
Yeah, you sure should have.
Don't feel sorry for us. Anyways, this is very exciting that you said that. And you know what? This is exactly, everyone just needs to work on whatever you could, hone in on to become better. Even when you're having a conversation, you say, you know what, maybe I talked a little long that time. Maybe I said too much. Maybe I didn't use the tool. This is at info to let that explain about the product instead of me being the resource. Remember, in networking 101, you never want to be the resource. You always point. So you think you want to know all this stuff. So right away you want to study like a normal business. Okay. But you don't do that here. Here, you don't want to be the person. Otherwise you're bogged down trying to explain to everyone, and everybody on the team is calling you about how the patch works. Okay. The patch is explained on This Is It Info.
That's right.
And that's how you get the information to people. You don't have to be the information. So realize that as long as you get started, you cannot say the wrong thing to the right person. I don't care how bad you mess it up. When I'm praying for something, I am going to see it and I'm going to figure it out, okay? Whether you are perfect or not. And you can't do the perfect presentation or the perfect contact with someone who isn't got a dream or looking. There's nothing you could do about that. So I will say it, and I encourage you to keep calling. Even when I say your best contacts are here in your phone, you got to go back to these people that you might have contacted and say, hey, you know what? I'm really apologize. I said the wrong thing, or I didn't know what I had my hands on, because those people know you the best. They know you. And again, it doesn't have to be your personal, like relatives or very close friends. It's the ones that are kind of distant from you that you don't know how much of influence you have on them.
Right.
And even if you, like, say you bought paint from somebody, or you go to the dry cleaner, you don't know the owner, you ask the owner, but there's a little bit of a bond there because you do business with him. That's how I sponsor my dry cleaner. I never met him before, but I asked the lady that I handed the laundry to for his name, and she introduced me, Scotty was there. Same thing with the painter. Say you got your house painted. You go in there and say, hey, look remember I bought my paint from you. And the guy says, no, I don't remember. Say, it doesn't really matter. I always respect you of your business. I've seen you here. I got my touch-up paint, my primer paint, everything. You always give me the best paint. Give them a compliment and say, hey, here's what I'm here for. Might be a shot in the dark. You might want to put a charger on our thing.
And I'm actually giggling because I'm thinking of the painter that we went to go to contact. He didn't hammer down the lids on the paint, and when we came into our development, there's like a big dip, and when I came in with the paint, the lids popped off, and the paint went all over the back of the car, all the way on our driveway. But we complimented him. You are amazing. He never knew that story, and it costed us a lot of money to clean that paint up. But you know what? Hey, we had a contact.
Okay, let me pull up these slides while she gets our charger. So the good thing is you can figure out that even if you are not, and let's see if this works here. Okay, here we go. It's not plugged in to something that's not plugged in, so you got to figure that out. Okay, thanks. Here we go. All right, let's go to town here. Now, the reason I wanted to let you know, we've got a promotion going on. We announced this in Dallas, but you might not have got the word out, but we sent text out, everything. We went back to the Marriott Hotel and we renegotiated the pricing. So Hayden, everyone that's new has a new pricing, meaning that we started the 3-tier financing to the Unstoppable Convention months and months ago. So it wasn't really good for the newest person in. So now you can have a deposit, like for a single, it's like $129, for a double, it's like $179, and so on. And they have a 3-tier payment process that goes into later in the summer, because our event, the most important thing you could possibly do and attend, this is an Experience Unstoppable Convention, is August 7th through the 9th. So you can see the Marriott is doing everything we can do. Now this one, they're only letting us run through at midnight on Monday. So that's tonight. So round up your people. I'm not saying that they're not going to let us do something else, but they got this kind of program that we can only get it so many times, as we go through, but we're living with it and we're promoting it to the team, and everyone is excited about it. So take advantage of it. Again, if you've already got your ticket, this is not for you. This is for you. This is for you to understand what we have our hands on. Okay, you got it. So now we're getting charged. We won't lose you in a little bit, So thanks for laughing at me. All right, I see you on there. Anyways, I just wanted you to get a heads up. There's nothing more important. Danny McDaniel
working out.
came up there. Danny McDaniel came up. Well, we're in high altitude. That's why you're.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, I wanted to make her feel good. But Danny said, hey, this is the key to what has caused our momentum in our business. So this is just go to thisisitconvention.com and you'll see it. So I just wanted you to understand that this is what we're doing. We're doing everything we can. Goes through Monday tonight, midnight. You can get this special pricing, with special financing and everything that's completely different than it was before.
Yeah.
But closest, like maybe $29 more than the early bird price that they gave us. So we're doing amazing. I got to give my hats off to my kids that are calling them and talking to them.
Yeah.
These are the tour stops that we got going on. We're just adding one now in California, but you could take a snapshot of it. It's also on our website. This is at team.com/events, and you can register for every single one of them.
And California is June 27th is an opportunity. 28th is the boot camp from 9 to 5.
So we're going to be doing that, teaming up with the corporate again, because we had such a great event this past weekend. We're heading to California for you to plug the people in. So this weekend, though, Atlanta, I encourage you to get some people there. If your boss said, I'm going to give you 10 grand to have 5 people there, you would have done it. So you could do it. Short notice is great. get your team there, get I mean, it's not an opportunity event, but you could explain the opportunity before they get there. You don't have to wait. They don't have to wait for them to see us to see the opportunity. You can explain it by downloading the slides or say, hey, look we got these patches. You put these patches that reactivate your stem cells. You stick them on people. They feel amazing because nobody knows their stem cells are going dormant. Everybody needs it. We build it like a business similar to a franchise, and you duplicate yourself over and over and over again. Steve and Gina and their team are going to explain exactly how it works at the event. What's exciting is that it's your own business and you can't generate enough income if you're trading hours for dollars. That's why you need to understand this concept. So the team there is going to explain how this works. Okay, in 3 minutes, maybe a minute, I've already explained how the business works, and you look them in the eye. Do they want to have better health? Do they want to make some more money? They roll their eyes back. I'm going to talk to I'm going to call my another friend. So when you're in the zone, you want to get this thing done and move through and find some people who want to make it happen. The way the comp plan works, everybody, is you need 3 people to max the $25,000 a week in the binary. 3 people, 2 on one side, 1 on the other in the binary. What are your odds of finding 3 people? So your goal, and if you know, at least if you know that you got to find 3 people, it takes the pressure off because you're going to do it. You just know that you could do that. Again, we got disclaimers on the compensation plan. We can't promise you anything, okay? We can't guarantee you anything. We can't tell you that the product heals anybody or cures anybody. And here's the earnings disclosure statement that we have to show you via the corporate team and the government. Now, I want to let you know, we do make these pads, Hayden. We make these pads this is at teamshop.com, and you can look very professional and have them. You don't have to hand them out. You just have to have them available if somebody wants to take a look at the average earnings of somebody that's in LifeWave. And people really appreciate that too. You're not just giving like a hype that, hey, here's how much. Hey, here's average. But I want to highlight that when they do the average earnings, 34% of all of the people that they are looking at never purchased the product. So understand that these are, I would think you're above average if you're on here tonight or attending a meeting. So this is what we share and show, and we can't promise anybody anything. We talked about this. Here's some of the this is the discounts that I was telling you about. So there's 3 payments to pay like for a double. $14.79 includes the Saturday banquet, includes your hotel room, includes all the training. We go to 11 o'clock, 2 nights, all right? And you put a deposit down to lock your price in for $179. So even though, yes, it is till Monday at midnight, they don't have to pay very much money to lock in their price. So that's pretty exciting, okay? And by the way, our event-to-event strategy is what took LifeWave from 100 million to 600 million. Nobody has done this in the history of LifeWave, and it's not only counting the big event, even though that's the most important one. We only have one a year, Unstoppable, August 8th through the 7th through the 9th. But these business building training seminars and the tour stops we're having is part of the event-to-event strategy. The Saturday training that we had last week with the warm beers, they did an amazing job. That's part of the Saturday, that's part of the event-to-event strategy as well. All these events that we have, just like even Monday tonight, 8 and 10, how could a prospect not make it if he's looking? So let me just explain. If I call Hayden and he says he wants to feel better and he's looking to make more money and he can't make 8 or 10 o'clock, that's telling me he's probably not so serious. That's why I'm going to be calling Carlita. I'm going to call Carletta because maybe she can get on at 8 or 10. So you are doing like a little bit more of an interview with the people to see how serious they are. Don't be fooled yourself. There's so many people. Who doesn't understand duplication, the power of duplication or the concept? You want me to explain? If you're going out to your job tomorrow at 8 o'clock in the morning, that parking lot of traffic in Atlanta, okay, is telling you who doesn't understand duplication. When I go out in Palm Beach, everybody, Paul, it's on I-95. And if I have to go somewhere for an appointment at around 8 o'clock, 8:30, 7:45, it's a parking lot. So all those people do not understand how the duplication concept works. We all assume everybody does, but they don't, and they need this. It's totally different than anything they've been taught. anyone that understands duplication, Hayden's not in his head, never goes out of their house before 10 o'clock and is always home by 4.
Yeah.
You never leave before 10 and you're always home by 4. So I'm actually preparing all of you that when this works for you, which you're going to make it happen.
That's right.
Okay. You don't go out before 10 and you're back at 4, and then you wait till around 6:30, 7 o'clock, and that's when we do the whole meeting. Everybody's now they're at their house. We're ready to go. This is how we make this happen. You got to give yourself 36 months to make this happen. Some of you said, well, I've given 36. Well, give me another 36 months, because maybe something that we said, it didn't sink in deep enough, or maybe we're getting better at it. But 36 months is nothing compared to your entire life. And you would give your boss 40 years, to answer to him, or you're going to do this. So you decide, but you're never going to find a team of people that, like clockwork, we're on here at 7 o'clock on Monday, helping everyone, teaching you, explaining everything that you possibly need to know to make it happen. And we want this for you. As sometimes we want it more bad than you want it for yourself. Like Coletta, I want this to work for you. It's going to work. You're going to make this work, all right? And I'm here. So all these other folks I don't see on the thing, but I know there's a bunch of you on here.
That's right.
I want it for you. I wouldn't be on here. I'm not here to give you nothing other than, hey, encouragement and telling you that this is the real deal.
That's right.
I've never seen an owner like this in my life. I don't think you're ever going to have a team or an owner or a product like this that you will ever have that's affordable, that anyone that wants to have better health can afford it. It's up to the person. Okay. There's nothing easier than peeling and sticking. You're not having to walk around with pills, lotions, or juices or potions. Okay. Again, there's a couple of repeats on here. Again, most of you should know this, but again, we're talking about 3 things you're doing: patching or contacting. Mostly it's contacting. All I did was contact on my phone for the first 90 days, 6 months, just calling people. All right. We only had Zooms. Wednesday and a Saturday training. Opportunity was on Wednesday. I don't know why I did it on a church night, Linda, but I picked Wednesday and people still got on, right? I said, hey, you know what? My pastor invited me to lunch one day when I was in my mid or early 30s, and said, I've never seen anyone lead so many more people to Christ in my life. You keep bringing in here every Sunday. You got new people. How'd you learn it? From my business. I meet people in the business. I bring into church. I get them saved. So if you're not getting anybody saved, then maybe come on a Wednesday, learn how to do this, and then you can start bringing people to church. So I'm just throwing different ideas out to people so they don't just think that, I'm not trying to take you away from church. I'm trying to help you grow the church.
That's right.
So anyways, it's just a little side note. But then there's follow-up, like Gina's teaching. And again, I'm terrible at follow-up as well. I just keep talking to enough people that somebody calls me back, but I should get better at it. And then opportunity. There's a few ways to do it. You point to the opportunity that we're having, like tonight, Monday at 8 and 10. Get on there. Yeah. You start learning. A contractor, what would you say to a contractor? There's a couple different reasons why. Of course, you want to have a prospect, but if you don't have one, that means you need to be fired up even more, get on there anyway, even more. And you're learning what to say to the next contractor that you meet. And why would he do it? Okay. Why would a contractor? So I got every single career that's in life in my business. So I know that everybody needs it and they tell me why. So anytime they're talking to me, if they want something more, I can help them. Now, again, if they don't want anything more, I could tell pretty quickly, but then you download the opportunity and you could share it. So like, maybe I can't get Coletta to get on one of my Zooms, but I can call her and say, hey, how about if we meet at the Starbucks? Or how about if we come to your house? Gina and I come to your house and explain. Or you're doing a meeting at your own house and you start reading through the slides. So you just start making it happen. So you're either going to point or you're going to be the opportunity yourself, is what I'm trying to say. We only talk X39 because it does everything the other patches do, and it's so much simpler. And like I said, most people don't spend more than $200 for a husband and wife. You need to spend $200, 99 twice to make everything in the comp plan. Now, in order to take advantage of that new enhancements that David just came out, and so he keeps them, and this new program that I had that they just launched, I encourage you to set this goal to put 10 new personals in. Linda understands networking. Hayden is on here. anyone that's been in networking is a rule. Networking 101 is sponsor a new person if you want to have excitement and light up your business. So all you need is one. But I'm saying let's set a goal for 10 in the next 30 days. Maybe you want to up the ante because you got about 3 weeks left of this new promotion that I'm going to talk about to make it happen. But you don't realize if you just, okay, I'm not trying to brag. I'm just going to tell you so you know. About 6,300 people a month sign up on This Is It team. So that's not even all LifeWave. That's just our team. So at least you know that people are signing up. I hope they're from your team, but that's the potential. My goal, I'm very frustrated because I want that many people signing up on Paul and Linda's team and Hayden's team and Coletta's team and Lynn and Guy's team. I mean, I'm frustrated. So my goal, that's why I'm on here. I want everyone to see that, but at least you know if that many people are signing up, there's that many for you. We just have to go do it. So don't underestimate what you can do with 10 people. On this form right here, it's just showing you that when you sponsor 10 people on an advanced package, your PIB bonus is $750. If you did it on a premium, they'd be $4,050. Now, I want to give you a little heads up on this. What's exciting about our plan is, especially if you're new and you don't get this, not everybody comes in on a premium. Mike Hernandez didn't come on a premium, he came in advance. My friend Cindy and Jens came on a premium. But my friend Renita and Scott, they didn't come on a premium. But once they saw what was going on before the end of their first week, they upgraded to a premium. So what I'm saying is what I love about this is that you don't have to get them to get the premium like for you to get that $4,050. Just get them to get in wherever they're comfortable at. I usually don't have anyone come in less than advanced because you can't move through the ranks without that. So, but you see that as they upgrade, look at the potential. Some might upgrade that week, 2 weeks later, 3 weeks, a month, but you see what's happening. The potential is incredible. And when you break 2-star managers, normally you're going to be making $50 every time you do it. But now they've upped the ante to more, or $25. Now they up the ante to $50. So here's the launch thing. I wanted to tell you that I've never seen anything like this. I'm just going to go through it. There is a video already up that you can watch, but you got to understand the power of this. I mean, double launch bonus. So whatever the launch bonus rules are, it's the same. You're just doubling your pay. So anyone that's put it together. So when you go manage 1-star manager, instead of 25, you're going to make $50, $450. Hayden, I have never seen a network where you put 2 people in on a very meager package, advanced, 6 sleeves, that the potential $450 for that new person, okay? I've never seen that happen. So this is incredible for your newest person. They should wake up. And that's not counting the other bonuses. This just is for them on this business launch bonus that they're going to get paid over the next 9 weeks. So get yourself. And by the way, the dates are already wrong in the slide because they've just extended it to May 10th. I've never seen companies run promotions. Lynn, you know what I mean? They run them for like a week. So they start the promotion. By the time it gets down to the last person on your team, it's over. You can hardly get any traction. Here, they're running this for a month. Okay? You can thank me later because I have a little bit to do with that. I'm pushing a little bit, right? Pushing the limit. Okay, now, 2-star manager, you get, instead of $50 a week for putting 4 people in an advanced package or above. Now, this is not for you. Paul and Linda have been in the business. This is for them if they sponsor me as a new person. So every new person, you're helping them make up to $900 in a week, in the next 9 weeks. Maybe you missed the first week or two that they're putting the 2 right, 2 left, but that's still, they make $700, Paul. That's a lot of money.
That's a lot. Okay?
And that's not counting other bonuses. So, you know, I know Guy wouldn't mind, you know, having an extra. When he first started, when Guy started, he went through the ranks and they never gave him any money, right, Guy? I mean, we help people go manager, which is the same now, 2-star manager. They give us nothing. We're like, here, this is not even fair that they're making this, but this is incredible when you think about it, right? Now, most people think about only that this promotion is for their new people, but it's really more incentivized for you because you've got unlimited amount of people that you can help break 1- and 2-star manager, and you get paid $25 and $50 for every one that you break. So the growth. If you remember if you're brand new, you don't know it yet, but you could go to our website and watch the 2020 strategy that's on This Is It team. But 5 right, 5 left is just like a small portion or like a getting started part of the 20 right, 20 left. So your goal here is to put 5 right and 5 left. Now, again, I'm not trying to brag, but it's good that you're listening to somebody that was down on his luck, praying for a year. When you pray for a year and you're praying for anything, and I'm thinking I might have to go in real estate because I couldn't find anything in this industry that I love that really was happening until I found LifeWave. And everybody quit and everything else that I did. So I had to call people up. Let's just say I call Hayden. I'm saying, Hayden, I know it didn't work the last time we did this, but I'm on to something else. That's not easy. I'm sorry. You try to do it. Okay. You own a restaurant and it's winning and succeeding. You call anyone and they're going to say, whatever you say, to Joe, Joe calls you and he owns the restaurant and he's winning and succeeding, the best restaurant in town or the best attorney, doctor, or whatever you do in town you're winning at. I wasn't winning. That's a much easier call than what I had to do. Okay. And I was able to put 20 right and 20 left, 40 people in 23 days. So I'm not talking to you from now, don't get me wrong. I made calls. Okay. And I still had the motivation and I still have the motivation. So I don't know what your motivation is, but your dream or your friends, I'm on here because I want Hayden where I'm at. I want Paul where I'm at. I want Coletta, everybody that's on here. I want you where we're at. So this is why I'm on here. So you decide to, can you up the ante? Can you do more for your family? Can you make it happen? This is not rocket scientist. You've got to take and get on the phone and make some calls. This is all I did. I didn't go on person. I just called them. And then after they signed up, anyone that lived by me, I drove to their house and loaned them the patches. And if they were far away, I'd FedEx them. And then they gave them back to me. So you're going to put 5 right, 5 left, set a goal in the next 30 days. So this is just like a little piece of the 20 right, 20 left so that you could believe you could do this. Hey, when you write a goal, usually at least you're putting it into motion. You know what I'm saying? Like now I got to get this done in 30 days or I'm going to get it done in 3 weeks. It's going to cause you to make things happen. The way this promotion works, by the way, too, is as long as you sponsor the people or they sponsor 4 people within that 4-week period, then as long as they keep up with the volume requirements, they keep paying you for the 9 weeks. Okay. So now I want to just share this way. I'm not trying to scare you, but I'm trying to educate you so you start getting it. Our business and our company pays binary, which you get paid for people that are not on your business. But in this promotion, you have to work with the people that are in your business. Okay. They don't have to be personals. Okay. Let's just say I sponsor Coletta and she sponsors Hayden. Okay. I want to help Hayden get that $900 because if I do, then Coletta gets the $450. Now, I don't get anything, but I get rewarded in my heart that I'm helping people win and succeed. And don't get me wrong, as the business pays out, I'll get something, some business, some money as well. But the goal is don't be so selfish. If somebody gets on your team that's ready to go, help them earn that promo of the double pay. And that in turn, the person above them is going to get paid. So this is exciting. Now, the reason why I said I don't want to skip is because now we're showing you the same view of your legs. See, my right team is to the right, my left team is to the left. It's the same as here, right and left, but you get paid in this business through the binary and the unilevel. Now, through the unilevel, we only count your own personals. So if you notice on here, P1, 2, 3, 4, 5R and 5 on the right is your right team. Same thing on the P1, 2, 3, 4, 5. L is on the left team. So here I'm laying it out. This is actually a good thing for you to start learning how to do this. If you never did this, where I'm educating you, giving you the confidence that your upline knows what we're doing, and we're going to guide this and help you out. So now you want to commit to these 10 personals. Now they're laid out this way, and I'm going to show you how you can draw it out as you build it. Take them at one at a time. So let's say I sponsor Paul and Linda. I'm going to start and team up, help them. Now, don't get me wrong. You can help more than one, but make sure you're zoning in and at least helping somebody get to 1-star manager, okay? So every time you help somebody go 1-star manager, you're going to get paid $25 from helping them do that, which is in 9 weeks comes out to $225, or when you help 10, $2,250 for helping 10 people do it. And that's only 2 people. How fast can you help everybody put in 2 people?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's up to you, but you got to get a sense of urgency and got to see that David is putting money on the line here to help everybody get to wherever they want to get your business paid for in the black. Most companies, conventional, never get out of debt. So here, our goal is to help you get out of the investment you made as fast as you possibly can, which, wasn't like having to go to get a loan. This is already past it. And think about reinvesting your money back into coming to Unstoppable. I just want you to understand that we're trying to help you get to where you got to go. Once you help people go 1-star manager, now you're going to help them go 2-star. So you see how there's way more money for you being in the business than there is for the people that are brand new. Now, if Hayden is brand new and he wants to go 2-star manager and help 10 other people do the same thing, he could add $900 to this amount of money. So it's not saying that the new person can't do it, but I want to make sure that everybody that's in understands that you go find new people and start helping them go 1- and 2-star manager. They start paying you every single week. So you're getting that $50 drop. What if you got $50 from 9 people? I mean, you can't make that kind of money in an investment. So you're investing in people here. So I'm laying it out. Don't say to yourself, I can't do it. Say to yourself, you know what? I'm going to do this. Start believing. Get up every morning, say, this is going to happen for me, and start moving through the process. What if you only did half? What if you only did a quarter? That's still $1,000. All right. So just giving you a concept. And the reason why I'm saying that, and again, I have this all in a video and I have the slides. So like somebody like Paul, you could start teaching your team this. Okay. If you're brand new tonight, you heard it from me. Watch me share this 3 times on the video. Now you could share it with the slides, or you could just play my video. So you just start taking responsibility and showing people what David Schmidt is doing to help everybody get out of the blocks and have success in their Lifeway business. Now I put this on here to say, hey, look teach your team and yourself to reinvest in yourself and get to the most important place that you could possibly be to grow your business. There's nothing more important than bringing your team. David Schmidt's going to be there. Janine Weber is going to be there. Many other the corporate team is asking me because they were all in Dallas saying, can I come? I really want to come. Nick Kilpack, brand new Midwest sales rep. Hey, can I come? So everybody wants to come to make it happen. So don't miss out of what you got your hands on and reinvest in yourself. I mean, come on, $179 for a deposit. I mean, there's money all over this. How long is it going to take you to get to $179 to at least pay your deposit back till you get to the next payment? Just giving you an idea. It's very interesting for me because I skipped school my whole life. All right. And now I'm teaching everybody to go to school. And it's the hardest pushback, Paul, I've ever seen. I've never seen people, they don't want to go and learn. I mean, anything else you do in life, you want to be a flight attendant, you got to go to school. You want to be in law enforcement, you got to go to school. Anything you want to do, you got to go to school. Here, I'm telling you, we got to go to school for a weekend. We cram everything in. It's the funnest thing you're ever going to have. It'll go by so fast, you don't even know that it went by. And those are the people that are having the duplication effect happen in their business. But I guess it shouldn't be too surprising, because they say that the people that have a college degree rarely ever pick up a personal development book or a book to improve themselves ever in their life again, compared to the people that didn't go to school. They're always working on themselves and improving. I'm not going to say everyone, but a lot more percentages. So this is interesting. I'm just letting you know what has caused Gina and I to have the success we have had in the industry. I don't even like to read, but I got to read to win. So I read. Okay. It's not like you think everybody wants to do something different. No, nobody wants to do it, but you got to figure out. It's like, okay, people tell me their schedule, some kind of schedule, this and that on the tour stops we're having. Guys, I could make an excuse for every single tour stop we have, but I know that everybody needs it. And when I get there, Coletta is looking to see, is Steve going to show up? All right. Because if he don't show up to even like this Zoom, the reason why Hayden is on the Zoom is because he knows I'm going to be on here. Without a shadow of a doubt, I'm on this Zoom, okay? Because me and him have connected, and he's seen from history that I show up every time. But what if I don't show up. Then the next time you're like thinking, oh, I wonder if he's going to show up next time or not. I'm not going to put a full effort to have my team on. You see what I'm saying? It's the same thing in person. So there's a lot more to it than you think. Guys, make sure you get registered for our school, because we're going to be putting more and more stuff on the school training, because we're expecting millions of people to be in our team and we can't train them all quick enough. So those people are going to be on your team if you believe and expect it, to let you know.
Okay, Paul and Linda are going to unmute themselves and come on and give a testimony on conventions.
Okay, good. And I'm going to stop because I got almost everything else is kind of like promo stuff for every one of you. So you kind of got that.
Pin them maybe.
Okay, how do you do it?
You have to unpin us.
Okay, hold on.
We're unmuted.
We're unmuted, guys.
Thanks. You guys are good. Okay,
well, thanks for having us. We get so excited about events. Event to event is the key, and everything in between, the consistency, everything you're hearing tonight. But one of our favorite things, I'll speak for me, is the community that's built. You do these launches, you do all these Zooms, and you meet these people from around the world. We did a launch at a Panera yesterday because we were on the road, and these people were in Canada, I believe. And we're so excited about meeting them in person in Orlando, because you don't know what they're going to come away with. We all have our own filter system. I might hear one speaker come back and blow it up by one thing that they said, but your team all come back with what they come back with. So we get fired up. We never miss an event. That we love to promote events. And if you have people that are looking for, if it's a finance thing and they want to fill the room, we tell them, get a room of 4. And don't just look for roommates, get teammates, because it isn't about just saving money to fill your room. You want to fill the room with people from your team, because they're going to sit next to you and they're going to hear the explosiveness that they're going to take back and blow up your business.
And we're so fired up because we have so many professionals in This Is It team. You know, we started 3.5 years ago, and Steve and Gina say the same exact thing. I can remember what Steve was saying. The first time I met him, he said, hey, great to partner with you. And he said, put 20 right, 20 left. That was back in August 2022. It's been consistent. But the fact of the matter is, as a professional military officer of 30 plus years, you want to get around people who know how to do the do. You want to get around the fire. So in our profession, Steve and Gina Merritt and all the leaders that you have on this team, you know, Hayden and Carlotta and Michelle and Lynn and Guy, and we're so many of them, you will take away the fire. You know, think of this like going to, and those of you who may have some friends who are in the military, Navy SEALs, special operators, Rangers, you get around the tier 1, these are called tier 1 folks who know muscle memory, what to do things. This Is It team is number 1 because we have the best of the best. So you don't want to miss it. You want to get a lot of your folks there and shoot for 20, 30, 40 personals, get them there at a minimum, because they'll change your business like that.
Absolutely.
Thanks, you guys. And I really appreciate both of you. I also want to say that, you know, timing is everything. None of us ever know when we're going to go through something and be stuck trying to recover like Cindy is, and Jen's helping her. So start putting action right now, because more and more I hear other people that had to go through tough stuff like this. So don't think that, hey, I got all the time in the world. Put a sense of urgency to and run with us right now, because we're having a great time doing it, and it's more fun to do it with all of us making it happen in a big way. Now, before I wrap up, I want to tell you something, because this is important, and I really want to get
Thank you, Paul and Linda.
Yeah, I want to get everyone to know this. And Patty, we see you. We appreciate your leadership, and you know what? We're just getting started. We got Carrie on here, Chaz, Dan, Jim, Joe, John, Joyce, Karen. Come on. We need every one of your leadership. Kim, Lynn and Guy, of course. Michelle, Millie, Moto. All right. Sounds like you're going fast. All right. Paul and Lynn, of course. Rhonda, Selena, Sheila, Taylor, Travis, TS, and Veronica. All right. Anyways, we think of you more as a family than we do business partners, but we are in business together, and it's a perfect timing to make our move. Let me talk to some of the folks that really are serious, and I know, like, I can see the eye of the tiger of every single one of you looking at me, right? The stuff that's coming out, the promos that we got from David. the thing that he's doing with the water machine as far as more points.
Yeah.
Whether you have a water machine or there's people in your team doing it, it's the concept or it's the heart of the guy, of the owner that's giving away these points. Okay. Way greater than what's supposed to be given out. Today, he's telling me he's going to be run this for like, I don't know how many tens of something machines. So it's not even going to stop there. First, it was going to be 3 weeks. Now it's up to so many thousands of machines, Paul. So this is incredible. So knowing that, I just want to let you know that I'm on a task force that's helping tweak this plan that was just launched. And nothing can happen perfect when you first launch it, but it had to be done. So we're actually set up with the potential of having the best compensation plan in the industry, which is what David is challenged to do right now. And major stuff is going to be coming out every single in the next, it's going to be re-announced. Things are going to be happening. So whoever goes out and really takes this serious, trusts the judgment of the people making it happen. Can you at least trust the judgment of Gina and I? Do you think we'd be on the road helping all these people making everything happen if we didn't see something coming? So I don't want you to not be informed that when it does happen, what happens, and Linda knows this, that the people that we're building see the very greatest results when they put something more and drop it into the plan. So get ready. I just wanted to give you just a little nugget. Of course, I can't tell you everything. I got an NDA, but I could say to you that, hey, I would never.
Guys, it's this. Yeah.
Paul knows me, and I'm not going to say something to my friends because you know what? I don't want them to come back and say, hey, why didn't you not tell me or whatever? Yeah. So this is what I know. This is what I encourage you to do. And everything that I'm laying out for you is how you're going to take advantage of what's happening in the future. So like Gina said, we got the red phone to David Schmidt.
That's right.
The guy's got the eye of the tiger, just like all of you, and he's not one to let anybody down. So I encourage you to get on this call at 8:00. Call somebody.
It's right now.
I mean, tell somebody, get on right now. A contractor is on. He doesn't have a job anymore. And tell him he needs to get on and hear what is going on. And then listen to him. If you don't have anyone on, to me, that's always my sign of I need to be on here more than anyone because I don't have anybody on. So just go all in with your attitude that I'm going to make this happen every day. I'm going to do something to move my business forward and keep up in the ante every single day. There's no perfect phone call. There's no perfect contact. You cannot mess up.
That's right.
Only way you can mess up is to not do anything. You're never going to find a community of people that care this much about you and an owner like we have in this business, or a system that's free that allows you, that's been proven. So it's been great sharing. I went way too long, like 30 minutes too long, but I just can't stop talking about what we got our hands on. And I love every one of you as not only business partners, but as true friends.
Absolutely.
I go all in on my friendship. So I'm really excited to be partnered up with some of the new people that are on here to make it happen. So
we love you guys. Have a fantastic week. It is go time, baby.
We'll see you next week. Let's go.
All right. God bless you. Enjoy the Zoom starting in right now. I just got a text that it's on. God bless you guys.